Good morning, RedHawk Nation. In an effort to race away from COVID-19, I have now hitched a ride on the back of this go-kart. And you're watching the R360 News. Woo!
Good morning, RedHawk Nation, and welcome to your R360 morning announcements. I'm your host, Ms. Berard. It is Thursday, June 11th, today, day 3 on the school calendar. Our top story today comes from the world of science. If you still don't believe in solar power, here's an idea that we'll warm up to. Have you ever cooked anything outside while camping? Listen up, because we have alternate to barbecuing and cooking over wood. This week, the grade 5 and 6 science students have been unleashing the power of the sun to help them cook the most amazing treats. This is a low-cost, environmentally friendly technology that anyone can make and use the kind of oven that even the youngest can handle safely. Students created their solar ovens out of a simple box. The bigger, the better. They used aluminum foil to gather the sun rays, black paper on the inside, bottom of the box, and plastic wrap to allow the sun's rays to enter and warm up the air molecules within their oven. Bryn Laverne put together a time-lapse video to show you the process she used to build her solar oven. When she actually put in her s'mores later, she said it was perfectly done within 5 minutes. When contemplating what food would be best to cook, of course Levi Deacon chose to fry some pepperoni to devour later. Willow Murray, Nadia Cruz, and Kaylee Siemens chose to cook up some s'mores. The 30 degrees Celsius sure helped, but the wind blew Kaylee's oven over and scrambled her s'mores. Other students successfully fried eggs and baked chocolate chip cookies. In this last video, you will see that RAYYA managed to make solar nachos that were out of this world. Her oven reached a temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. These experiments prove the hypothesis that the best science experiments are those you can eat. Great work, grade 5 and 6 science students. Tora Bartel was the winner of the Toronto Maple Leafs from grade 5-6B earlier this week. Since Tora already had a team in the box break, she asked that we give away the Leafs at random. Mr. K put all of the classes from K to 12 in the wheel. So let's spin to see which class has a chance at the Maple Leafs.
Grade 1-2A.
At this time, let's put all of the students from the 1-2A class into the wheel and declare a winner.
And the winner is Austin Lemoyne.
Congratulations, Austin. The box break will take place on tomorrow's news. Speaking of contests, it's Trivia Thursday. RedHawks Nations, get your chat windows ready. Your prize for today is the hometown Winnipeg Jets in the box break. The winner will receive the Jets as well as the Washington Capitals to gift to a friend. We will wait until we have an exact answer for this trivia question, so keep guessing. Let's turn it over to a provincially renowned member of the food services industry for your question.
Hello RedHawks Nation, my name is Danny Kleinsasser, Danny's Whole Hog. Today's trivia question is, how many flavors of barbecue sauce do we have? And the answer is, we have 13. We bring the flavor.
Congratulations to Rhonda Friesen. And since it's Throwback Thursday today, one of our high school teachers was combing through Rosenort school yearbooks and found this gem. Can you name this Rosenort school teacher? As today and tomorrow are our final days of the R360 news for this school year, we will be celebrating the careers of two iconic Rosenort school teachers that will be retiring this month. Today it is our athletic director and high school phys ed teacher, Miss Isaby. As we sign off today, let's take a look at Miss Isaby's parting words for our school, as well as well wishes from her coworkers and former students. Have a great day learning from home, everyone. This is Miss Berard signing off.
Hi, RedHawk Nation and Rosenort community. I vowed I wasn't going to just tear up just yet. I'll get through this, I promise. I've been here since 1993. 27 years seems like a long time, but it has gone by wicked fast. I can faithfully say that the community and school has been my extended family.
What I will always remember about Bev and Gwen is how they were there for me during one of the most difficult times in my life. They made me feel so loved and supported. I have nothing but the utmost respect for them and wish them all the happiness in the world and a wonderful retirement. I wish I could keep teaching with you both forever, but I know it's time to start a new chapter.
So I actually was able to have Miss Isaby and Miss Friesen as my high school teachers a long time ago, and I have a lot of fond memories from those days. It's hard to pick just one or two stories to tell because there's many. In 2012, I was able to join the Rosenort School as a teacher, and Miss Friesen and Miss Isaby became my colleagues and also my friends. They went from Miss Isaby and Miss Friesen to Bev and to Gwen. And I am so thankful for the opportunity that I got to teach alongside of you. I look up to both of you so very much. You are amazing teachers, and I just feel very privileged to have the chance to not only be taught by you, but also to teach with you. There is probably no teacher that puts in more hours at school than Bev does, and there's probably no teacher that is more passionate than Gwen is. So Gwen and Bev, it will be a definite loss to not have you in school anymore. You will be missed, but I just want to wish you all the best in your next adventures in your retirement.
Hey Bev, heard that you're retiring. Congratulations, very, very exciting. Yeah, as I think about you and our relationship and just the impact you've had, a couple things come to mind. One would be the quick conversations that we had going in your classroom, just quick little checkups. I felt like you were always interested in my life, and I appreciate that. Felt you were very relational with me. That was awesome. And even after high school, coming into the school for different things, whether that be a sporting event or whatever, just quick little conversation that you would have together, just catching up. So I appreciate that. I feel like you always took some time for me. So I appreciate that for sure.
When I think about Bev Isaby, and I think about describing her in one word, I would say dedicated. She is a teacher who has often been here early and stayed late. She has certainly been dedicated to a study, encouraging attitude, and she has been dedicated to supporting all forms of student involvement at school, so sports and music and student council, and she's there cheering us on. So we have been blessed by her dedication to this school. And Ms. Isaby, we don't know what we're going to do if we have to host provincials without you.
So, thinking about some really great times, I think back to the number of times we've hosted provincials. Whatever the year, whatever the sport, the group of students coming through and the staff, everybody always pulled together, and we did an awesome job in hosting. A lot of work, but we did it in fine style, and have many over the years had comments from other teams and from MHSAA saying Rosenort is an outstanding host. And that is a tribute to the people in this building. There's never just one person who does it. We are a puzzle, and everything comes together to come into fruition. So hosting provincials, certainly a highlight.
Hi, it's Mrs. Deacon here. I'm an EA sub at the school, but what some of you may not know is that I'm also a very proud RedHawk. I graduated from Rosenort School, and so I have had the pleasure of being students of Bev Isaby and Gwen Friesen, as well as in these last few years I've been co-workers with them occasionally, and it's been wonderful. So I've got some really fond memories of going to school here, and that includes Bev Isaby was my basketball coach in grade 8, and she was the best. She was the best basketball coach I ever had. Was just really proud to be a part of her team. And in grade 7, I had been a defense and really enjoyed that a lot and thought I did pretty good at that. But when I went to grade 8, she really encouraged me to be a forward, and really pushed me and said, like, you can do this. And I didn't have a lot of confidence, but she really instilled confidence in me and the ability to try something new. And so I seem to remember that we won a lot of games that year. Seem to remember that we did really well. And so just really thank you very much for your encouragement. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you for pushing me to do things that I didn't know that I could do. But I just want to say that I still hate 12-minute runs, and I don't ever run if I don't have to. So wishing you both all the best as you move forward into your future plans, and just happy retirement, and hope that you all have a wonderful summer.
So Bev and I actually were hired in the same year in the 90s, so we have been here exactly the same amount of time, and we were both hired initially as a 0.75, so we started off working 1.25 but only getting paid for 0.75, so that was all good. I appreciated working with Bev a lot. She has lots of great insight and just very involved in the sports athletics department, and she's done some super work over the years, and I really appreciated working with her. Best of luck in your retirement. I hope things go really well for you.
Bev, the gym just won't be the same without you. I don't know who is going to keep the equipment room in order and inspect the gym floor for any new markings on a daily basis. I guess I better search your room for any new pieces of equipment that you were probably hoarding away in there. Thank you for being such a great coworker, and I wish you all the best.
I love the musicals. Annie, Fiddler on the Roof, The Music Man. The highlight for me, by all, was Sound of Music. Since I've been 9 or 10, I'm pretty sure it's about then, every year I have watched The Sound of Music. So when we did that here, I was just elated with it, and even more so, I got to be a nun and be on stage and sing, and it was just a fantastic time. So the drama and the musicals, awesome. And it's unfortunate that because of this year's events that Miss Sansom and the drama team could not put it on. I'm sure and hoping next year it'll happen, and I will be certainly here to watch.
Hey Bev, I just wanted to wish you a happy retirement. It has been a pleasure working with you. You have guided me in my teaching, showing how to be a good educator. You've always been a good example, coming to school in the morning and staying late and then being first back to school the next day. I will miss you tons. I'm privileged to call you a colleague and a friend. All the best.
Hey Bev, Miss Isaby, here I am in the school equipment room, and I just wanted to say that it has been amazing working with you over the last number of years, and I just really want to say thank you for all that you've done for our athletic program here at the school. The hours that you put in, the organization, it cannot be replaced. And I really just wish you all the best in your retirement. Please enjoy some well-deserved rest. It'll just be amazing for you not to have a million things on your to-do list every evening that you have to get ready for the next day or for the event that's coming up later that week. And I just really hope that you enjoy your retirement.
Hey Miss Isaby, so there was one time where I completely let your entire biology class skip and walk to the co-op because I was subbing, and I don't know if you knew that, but now you do. So it's been great working with you, and I'm very sorry.
Stories about Miss Isaby. My very favorite story about Miss Isaby, I'm sure everybody's heard it 1,000 times, but I'm going to share it again because it is so good, it's always worth sharing. So, years ago, Miss Isaby was telling me about how the summer of 1977 was the best summer ever. She was like, oh man, I went to this concert, it was AC/DC, it was the best concert ever. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. It was a really good year for me too. That summer was awesome for me too. And she goes, oh yeah? Why? And I said, oh, it was the summer I was born. So that is my ultimate favorite story about Miss Isaby. I have plenty of more, but that's my favorite.
Hey, Gwen and Bev, colleagues of mine now for the last 8 years. It's just been such a privilege to have them as colleagues, because interestingly enough, both of them were teachers of mine when I attended the Rosemont School, so it's been a pretty neat experience to have them as colleagues. So Bev actually started here at the Rosemont School when I was in grade 10, and she had a very profound effect on my athletics. And what do I mean by that? Well, she coached me in badminton, in volleyball, in track and field, and in golf. And so just to show kind of what of an effect that might have had on me is the 4 sports I have coached here at school is volleyball, badminton, track and field, and golf. I always walk away from my chats with Bev being like, wow, I'm really glad I talked to her, because if I hadn't talked to her, I wouldn't have that perspective that she gave, which was always really good.
I think back to the flood of '97. Only 4 years in here, and we're dealing with a huge environmental and community event. How our students pulled together to sandbag, not only in the front of our building here, but by the elementary school, right beside each other, filling the sandbags, toss them back and forth, sharing lunch together. As unfortunate as the event was, it was team building between students. We all worked together, and then I think back to our morning classes at the University of Manitoba. Well, we tried to work. Albeit it was a little different event doing so, but we did the best that we could, as did the students and the support with the parents. We would have our debriefing at DH Stove, over a cup of coffee and our breakfast to see how things are going.
Hey Bev, can you believe we are actually doing this? I can't. Well, I mean, I can. I know I'm doing this, but I'm not entirely sure that you will not actually show up on the first day of school, you know, your usual time around 7, maybe 1:45, and be, you know, doing that last minute organizing, you know, equipment room and all those things. Bev, I'm coming to get you if that's what you're doing. In fact, I'm going to take your keys away that day.
Congrats, Suzuki.
Hi Bev, me again. So one time when I was subbing for you, I printed out a black and white photo, the one from Wonder Woman, and I glued it in your teacher's edition of the Canadian history textbook over top of the black and white World War I photo. That was me. I checked back 2 years later to see if it was still there, and it wasn't, so you were probably wondering, but yeah, that was me. Again, I'm sorry, and it's been wonderful working with you.
And then another memory I have, obviously is related to the sports world. I think just encouragement and time that you spent with me. I think especially when it came to track and field and badminton, and like encouraging us to do that and being there and supporting us. And I think even the track world, like, you know, I was pretty passionate about that, and you were trying to facilitate things for me. So I really appreciate that. And I feel like in badminton, you were encouraging, even though Brock and me always underperformed. I felt like we never lived up to potential, but that's okay. Hopefully you had better doubles partners in your history of coaching. So congratulations. Hope all the best in the next season. Praying and hoping God's blessing for you. And yeah, congratulations again.
Bev, it seems like not that long ago that I started teaching here with you as my mentor teacher. 12 years fly by when you work at a place with great people and love what you do. Anyways, I appreciate the welcoming and the friendship that you provided as I began teaching here at Rose Art School. I admire your dedication to your students that you show with your endless hours and making sure our sports go smoothly. You have to be one of the calmest and patient people I know, and I wish you all the best as you move forward on your retirement.
Another highlight for me was our Eastern Canada trip in 2015. Going through Quebec City and the Plains of Abraham and talking with the kids of the things that they've learned and actually see was just awesome. Being with the kids in a different environment was a learning experience in itself, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Mr. Scharfenberg was a great colleague to travel with on that part.
You know, in life there's a lot of things that we can make choices about. We can choose which CFL team to cheer for. We can choose what our career is going to be. We can choose where we go on vacation. We can choose when we want to retire. And I've heard it said that in life there's two things that you cannot choose. You cannot choose your family. You cannot choose who your neighbors are. And in today's society, it seems like getting to know our neighbors is less common than it used to be. We are far more isolated, and especially during this time in our world. That has definitely not been my experience living next to Miss Friesen and Miss Isaby, my two neighbors at the Rosenart School. Miss Isaby, on the other hand, is a much calmer and relaxed neighbor. Miss Isaby and I probably have a very close friendship, maybe even that of family. We agree on which team is the best in the CFL. We agree and understand each other when it comes to assessment and instruction, and when we talk about the ways in which we work in our classroom. I have truly enjoyed the times that I've been able to spend with Miss Isaby doing shot clock and scorekeeping for our basketball seasons. I have enjoyed the acts of kindness that Miss Isaby so often practices, coming to work in the morning and seeing a donut on my desk. These are memories that I will cherish and remember for a very long time. As both of you are now ending this chapter of your life, writing that concluding paragraph, I hope that as you look back on your career, that you look back at it with contentment, with fulfillment, realizing the job and the impact that you have had, the job you've done and the impact you've had on so many people. As you begin this next chapter, My hope is that the opening lines are going to have amazing adventures, that they're going to have times of relaxation written into them, that they're going to have stories of the way in which you continue to impact and encourage those around you. And so my hope for you as you move on is that you stay healthy, that you find encouragement from others. And so with that, until next time.
Okay, so congratulations, Bev, on well-deserved retirement. It has been amazing working with you for the last 10 years. I am so happy for you that you are finally done.
I think back to different school events, whether it be Spirit Week or the teachers versus students doing certain things. Again, great team school building, relationships. It was lots of fun. I think over the course of the years in playing sports, my brain worked faster than my body was actually willing to do. But nonetheless, it was still a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade that for anything.
But honestly, I can say I have never worked with someone who works as long and as hard as you do and as selflessly as you do. You have put in hours that nobody can even calculate, and you have done it in your quiet way with no fanfare. You are a rock star, Bev, and I am honored to have taught alongside you. I wish you every good thing in retirement. I hope it actually looks like retirement for you, but I do know that whatever you do, it will be also about helping others. You are an awesome friend, Bev, and I wish you all the best. Cheers to you.
Hey, Bev, just want to congratulate you on your retirement. I want to thank you for the many years that you have put in here at Rosemont School as a teacher, as our athletic director. You have been my high school teacher, as well as my colleague and my collaborating teacher as well when I first started doing my practicum here at Rosemont School. I've had a lot of good memories over the years, and one thing that always stands out to me is how well organized you are when it comes to organizing and scheduling games and tournaments and collecting funds and just everything that you do for every sports team does not go unnoticed, and we know the many hours of hard work that you put into our sports program. So thank you so much for that. And I want to wish you all the best on your retirement.
Hey, Bev and Gwen, I just wanted to quickly say happy retirement, bonne retraite, and I truly enjoyed working in both of your classes, and I hope that your retirement turns out to be a wonderful time for both of you. Take care.
Seeing Miss Isabie teaching phys ed and coaching, and I remember thinking, man, like that, she's actually got a pretty sweet gig. Like that's a job that maybe I think I would like to do one day. And well, it just so happens that next year I'm kind of, for the most part, taking over Miss Isabie's job next year. And so I have size 13 shoes, but I don't know if they'll be big enough to fill her shoes. I got some really big shoes to fill for her. And congrats on your retirement. That's amazing. I don't know how that's going to feel for you, but I'm so excited for you in your next chapter, and good luck with that. We'll see you down the dusty trail.
Let's see, what else can I think about? I have this paper here outlined. Yes, it's always neat to see and rewarding when alumni come back to the school to help out, whether it's officiating, whether it's assistant coaching or coaching. Giving back into our sports program has helped to instill not only a passion that they had for the sport, but giving back because we helped give something to them. And by seeing that and the maturity and the integrity that they bring to the sport and how they are helping their students is absolutely wonderful to see.
Hi Bev, happy retirement. I'm going to miss having you in the school and coming to you with questions and comments and just your guidance and your wisdom.
Miss Isabie, in regards to, has patience beyond comprehension, sarcastic with a great sense of humor, cool in regards to collecting puke buckets, Calm in regards to her coaching, great coach.
Collected in regards to any amount of blood or any asthma attacks during basketball.
Loves cabin life.
Loyal. She's got your back.
Loves all sports.
In regards to...
Loves table games. No cheating.
Passes along the desire for respect of all war veterans.
Early bird.
Cannot relax.
Loves to garden.
Work hours? No, not for Miss Is.
Loves all things green.
Extreme dancer in regards to...
We love you, Miss Isaby, and we wish you all the best in your retirement.
You will be missed.
She, when I started here, she was my mentor. She took me under her wing, and she taught me everything there is to know about everything with this school, about teaching, she was amazing. And over the 16 years that I've known her, she's become one of my best friends, and next year is going to be very difficult not having her in our school. I love you, Bev, and I wish you the best of luck next year in your retirement.
Last but not least is my teaching community. I've been blessed to work with the best people. I have learned from them and with them. They I will miss very much. However, that being said, to the staff members and to you students, you can't get rid of me that fast. I will put in my application, yes it is an application, to be a sub next year. Who knows what will happen with COVID, but if I can get myself back in this building to visit, to be part of the classroom again, I will love it. And to the students, staff members, God bless you. I love you all.